My name is Ashley Van Dam, and this is my TED Talk. I had chosen Sojourner Truth in her work Ain't I a Woman, and to go along with her, I chose Maggie Lindemann and her song Pretty Girl. Sojourner Truth was born into slavery in 1797. She was bought and sold multiple times and forced to work hard physical labor with harsh punishments. She had 5 children, and most of them were taken and sold into slavery except for Sophia. She took Sophia and ran into Van Wagner's, an abolitionist. The abolitionist family bought her freedom and helped her sue to get her son back. Sojourner Truth did not have an education. However, she was very religious and she worked for a minister. And then she claimed God chose her to tell her truth, and she had changed her name to what she's now known as Sojourner Truth. Maggie Lindemann was the basic average teenager. She was a competitive runner and a cheerleader, and by the time she was 14, she had gained fame on Instagram. She had been singing for her entire life and was discovered from her singing the national anthem on YouTube. Maggie Lindemann is very close to her family. She has a brother who she is very protective of and has a dog named Moose. Her education goes as high as a high school education. She did not believe that she needed to go to college for her music career. I could not find her religious or political views. Sojourner Truth wrote this piece to show that women could do things men could, that all women needed rights. The quote I chose is, "That man over there says that women need to be helped into carriages and lifted over ditches, and to have the best place everywhere. Nobody's ever helped me into carriages, or over mud puddles, or gives me anything best place. And I ain't a woman? No one has helped Truth with anything that men help white women with. She has been able to do all the things men claim women need help without a man. This shows that women are perfectly able to do things without a man's help." Another quote I chose is, "I could work as much and eat as much as a man when I could get it, and bear the lashes as well. And I ain't a woman?" The explanation is she has been working as much as men and been through as much pain and maybe even more than men have dealt with. She had worked long hours in fields and had been whipped, while the right men bought her to work in their field. Maggie Lindemann wanted to show that women are more than what they look like, that they can do things that men can do, and that she's not just a pretty girl. The quote I chose is, "Some days I'm strong, some days I quit. I don't let it show, but I've been through some stuff." Maggie Lindemann is showing that she can handle difficult situations, but she has a limit. That she has been through some hard times, but she doesn't let people see. Another quote I chose is, "I can swear, I can joke, I say what's on my mind. If I drink, if I smoke, I keep up with the guys. And you see me holding up my middle finger to the world, keep your ribbons and your pearls, 'cause I'm not just a pretty girl." Maggie Lindemann is saying that there is so much more to her than her appearance. That just because she's pretty doesn't mean she can't do things that men are known to do. The theme for Sojourner Truth's literary piece, Ain't I a Woman, is women can do things men can do. The quote I chose is, "Look at me. Look at my arm. I have plowed through and planted and gathered into barns, and no man could heed me. And I ain't a woman?" The explanation is, Truth has been doing work that men usually do, out in the field in hot heat weather, gathering things. She is just as strong as a man from doing all of that work. The theme for Pretty Girl is women are strong and independent. The quote I chose: I can swear, I can joke, I say what's on my mind. If I drink, if I smoke, I keep up with the guys. And you see me holding up my middle finger to the world, keep your ribbons and your pearls, 'cause I'm not just a pretty girl. Maggie Lindman is saying that she can do what she wants, when she wants, and she can do the things guys can do. Another theme I put is there is much more to people than their appearance. The quote I chose is, I am more than just a number. I'm a hater, I'm a lover. Sometimes it's hard for me to show that I'm more than just a title or a comment going viral. There's more to me than people know. The I'm more than just a number, it is relating to how people rate girls on a scale of 1 to 10 of how pretty they are, and she's saying that she's not just a number. She's saying that there's more to a person than their appearance, that they are their own person, and that they have a personality, thoughts, and feelings, that there is stuff going on in their life that you might not know about. The style element for Sojourn's Truth literary piece, Ain't I a Woman? I chose diction. The quote, well, children, where there is so much racket, there must be something out of kilter. I think that 'twixt the N-word of the South and the women at the North all talking about rights, the white men will be in a fix pretty soon. But what all this here talking about? The diction is important because it shows that Sojourn Truth did not have a proper education and the time period. The usage of the word twixt is improper English, and you don't hear people using it. Also, the word ain't is not proper English. Another style element I chose is the point of view. The point of view, it's not second or third person, it is first person, and this is important because Sojourn is telling her story, what she has been through, her point of view, so why wouldn't she use first person? The quote I chose for this is, I have borne 13 children and seen most all sold off to slavery, and when I cried out to my mother's grief, none but Jesus heard me, and I ain't a woman. A style element I chose for Maggie Lindman's song Pretty Girl is tone, and for the tone I put assertive. Assertive is one being confident in themselves. And so the quote I put was, and you'll see me holding up my middle finger to the world, keep your ribbons and your pearls, 'cause I'm not just a pretty girl. This quote shows that Maggie is being assertive because of how self-confident she is. In the quote, and you see me holding up my middle finger to the world, that's not someone shying away from what people think. That is someone being confident, standing up, and telling people that what they think about her does not matter to her. Another style element I chose is symbolism. The quote is, keep your ribbons and your pearls. The ribbons and the pearls is a box from Maggie. It shows what women or girls are supposed to use as accessories, and she's sick. She doesn't want to be in that box anymore, and she doesn't need them to be what society considers a woman. I believe Sojourn Truth and Maggie Lindman if they were able to meet, that they would be friends. They both talk about women empowerment and women can do things men can do, and that's something I can see them celebrating about together and seeing how far we have come along. For Sojourn Truth, like her seeing everything, she would definitely go and be friends with Maggie Lindman for all the women's confidence. I don't believe that they would collaborate considering the time difference and the religious differences with them. Maggie Lindman is also so much younger than Truth was when Truth gave her speech, Ain't I a Woman? Now Maggie Lindman, she is very controversial. She cusses and she uses God's name in vain, and I believe Truth would find that a little bit offensive to her style, but like not her brand, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Their work isn't so similar that there would be copyright infringements. Maggie is talking about the role of women today and how there is so much more than to just their appearance. It's kind of like the song Sit Still, Be Pretty, in my opinion. And Truth, she is talking about her experience as an African American woman slave and how she has done things that men usually do because of her slave title. She has been able to do them. The common theme between the two artists is that women can do the same things as men. Maggie Lindman talks about how she can keep up with men, do the things they can do, and Sojourn Truth talks about how she has done the things that weren't considered proper ladies' work in her time because she was a slave. I believe that these women are important to me because they show the empowerment of women. It shows that there is hardly a barrier between what men and women can do, that there is no gender roles. With these two amazing women, if they were taken out of history, I don't know how history would turn out. There would definitely be a big gap missing for how important these two women were.